out something new, I look at it and say, wow, this is what's possible. Now let me try to break this down into things that I can work on a little at a time, because I know that to be able to do this today is to be able to do that tomorrow and add to it. The next day you have these two things, and then a third thing you add to it. Now you got three things and you add to it. It's a gradual process, but I know that step by step it works, and that kind of building towards a goal, having that goal in mind to always kind of look to when you feel like you're kind of getting off kilter is really important. And it's how I do a lot of things that I don't maybe understand initially, but I break them down into smaller bites.
So I don't like to think of it as I'm a senior in high school, or and I want to win a Grammy. It could be that to me is a dream, right? As opposed to, you know what? Next 2 years, I'm going to produce 10 songs with 4 different bands, or I'm going to write X amount of songs with X amount of writers. So that to me is that goal, that achievable goal, because it's pretty soon, without even realizing it, you have a Grammy. So I think it's important to be aware of that goal, but also short-term goals are, to me, way more important than that.
One of my phrases that I use in the classroom is, don't practice until you get it right, practice until you can't get it wrong. So they've practiced it so many times, there's a certain intentionality of their practice that it's something that they've done it so many times right that it becomes second nature to them. There's a certain muscle memory that comes into play there. But it's not just about practicing, because you can practice for 30 minutes and not get any better. You have to find out exactly what you need to practice. And so part of the job is learning how to figure out what you need to practice. So you don't practice the things you're already doing really well. You have to find out those things that you don't excel in, the things that are hard for you, the things that are challenging, the things that are going to stretch you and take you to the next level. And it's identifying those things and learning how to practice those things.
For me, in the things that I do, probably the number one important skill is being a good listener and being open to what others have to say. Now, I like collaboration, and I think collaboration is a very important thing in our world, and it's sort of unsung, especially in the political climate in the world today. You don't find people really excited about collaborating. People have this is the way I feel, and this is where I'm going to fall on my sword here. But we live in a world that's made up of gray area. We have to be willing to bend. And I think for me, in my world, being able to find those gray areas has been not only, it allowed me to work with a lot of other people that I would have never worked with before or ever been able to work with, but it also has taken me on this journey outside of myself. Because I think I'm a creature of habit, like most of us. If left to my own devices, I would be doing the same thing every day. Collaboration, listening, being open, has taken me off of where I normally live and put me into all these different worlds.
Your skills absolutely grow by playing with people who are better than you or who are challenging you. And sometimes that challenge doesn't have to be that they're eons better than you. Sometimes they just may have certain things about the way they approach the music that you don't have. And it allows for them to be able to express in a certain way or excel in a certain way. And to watch and to listen and to challenge yourself to get that is important. And part of the tradition, I think, of all music, but particularly in the music that we associate with popular music culture, getting your butt kicked on occasion is a good thing, because it lets you know where you are and it gives you something to aspire to. It doesn't have to break you all the way down for you to find out, there's some stuff I still need to work on. And those things are the things that allow for you to continue to grow. And when you grow, you feel it, and other people certainly realize it. And it's not always something that they can verbalize, but it's something that they know in your output, and it's something that you know personally in your ability to get your message across more clearly.
It's crucial as musicians and artists to be very consistent in our practice. If we take months and months off of our craft, we're going to be held back. There's always has to be that consistency, and that's why it's important that you have built into your schedule and you prioritize that as part of your schedule to be building those skills. And so for me, it really takes that intentionality of having a teacher that's working with me at the same time every single week, or have something that's built that I put into my calendar that from this time to this time, I'm going to be working on this skill. I think we all enter with a certain level of subject matter knowledge and teaching strategies when we start the teaching career, or whether you go into any career. But specifically for us, it's, when you kind of say that I'm not as good as I want to be, you have to kind of start there and say, like, this is not where I want to be as an artist, as a teacher, as a manager. And you always have to be looking for the right kind of professional development that will help you get to the next level. And so you're finding those people that will help speak to you in a powerful way that can help get you to that next level. And so you have to be willing to kind of go to that place and be mentored by someone else. And that, that obviously takes a certain level of removal of your own pride that can kind of get in the way of that.